Alola Pokemon Masters, this is the Shining Ally, and we are once again going to go on Battlespot for some single Road to Ranked. So, without any further ado, let's get started. We are bringing the exact same team as last time, and hopefully we get to use the other team members today, which we did not get to do in the last battle. So we have a rank of 1501 because everyone starts out with 1500 their first time in Battlespot. With one win and one loss, spoilers from the last battle, it puts us at 1501, and we are facing someone with a rank a little bit lower than us, but let's not let that underestimate what my opponent can do. Excuse me. So, my opponent today is bringing a lot of Tapus. We got a Tapu Koko, probably the shiny one. I don't know. And then we got the Tapu Fini, we got the Hydreigon, and we got the Tyranitar, and then we got a Gallade and a Ferrothorn. Alright, so this is a lot better of a team match than what we would have expected to see. So we definitely, I think that it would be safe to open up with the Manectric. To anything that wants to come out will not want to face the Manectric, and we can easily Volt Switch out and Intimidate at the same time. And then we'll switch out into Excadrill. We'll bring him once again so then he can be able to take out as needed any of these other Pokemon. And I don't see any Intimidate users. Who else do we want to bring? I think my gut's saying bring Breloom. Even though we don't really have a grass type move. But since we're running short on time, yeah. Let's bring the Breloom. And we'll go from there. So good luck to my opponent, and here we are again on Road to Ranked. Alright, so good morning. At least it's good morning for me. It's a new day today. A lot of things are happening today. Today's the day that the eclipse is going over the Midwest of the United States. And it's looking like it's going to be a sunny day. You know, fingers crossed. Alright, so my opponent does open up with the shiny event Tapu Koko, an electric fairy type that is very fast. So there's not much that this thing can do to me. In fact, it's powering up my own electric type moves. Oh boy. I think the best thing that we can do is not Mega Evolve and go for a Thunderbolt to get as much damage as we can. He may very well go for a Dazzling Gleam or a U-turn, which I'd be fine with. And we'll just go ahead for a Thunderbolt. In case he were to go for a Volt Switch or Surge. Probably will not, but he might be expecting the Mega Evolution, so we'll just go ahead for a Thunderbolt. He will not Mega Evolve this turn, and he goes for the Dazzling Gleam. Wow, that does so much! Life Orb? No. Okay. Well, that was a bad play on us. My Manectric doesn't have the best defenses right there, so... Alright, so does my opponent have any flying types that I should worry about? No? Good. So not much is going to want to take an Earthquake, so we're going to go for a Choice Scarf Earthquake on this thing. He withdraws the Tapu Koko. I'm going to presume that's going to be of Specs of sort. And then the Excadrill does come out. Unfortunately, we did lose our Manectric Bolt, and that has the Flamethrower. But an Earthquake does more than half. So we should be able to do another Earthquake and do plenty of damage here. He might protect this turn just to scout what I'm going to do. But I think a Choice Scarf Excadrill is exactly what we needed to do. Exactly what we needed to have. So excellent. So we take down a Ferrothorn, a Grass Steel type that pretty much is only weak to fighting and fire. It's partially why I brought the Breloom in the back just in case. But Excadrill is just going to just Earthquake everything to death here. But then there's this Gallade over here. And I think I just want to switch out to Breloom here to do as much damage as I can with a Mach Punch. Even though it'll be resisted. It is the Mega Gallade. I didn't want to... I know we will outspeed a Mega Gallade hold it while Excadrill is holding the Choice Scarf. It is going for the close combat, not messing around. Okay. A Mega Gallade is really fast. I'm gonna Rock Tomb, just in case he chooses to switch out on the Tapu Koko. He may very well have Shadow Sneak though. I'm gonna Rock Tomb in case he switches out to the Tapu Koko. Now he goes for the Shadow Sneak. Darn it! I think a Mach Punch would have been enough for us to die anyways. Alright, so I think if my opponent is going to switch back out into the Tapu Koko, he wins this match. But he chooses to stay in. I don't think he realizes I'm Scarfed. So if we can knock out this -1 defensive Gallade after it used close combat, it lost its defenses, then we should be alright. But if he switches out, then I believe he wins. And he does withdraw. Alright, my opponent wins today. So Tapu Koko comes on out, and we will get rid of this thing with another Earthquake. Electric is weak to Earthquake, and we will knock it out. I know Tapu Koko is so cool looking, but it's become a little overused to me just because of how much people want to use it. I mean, it's good, it's fast, and it sets up the electric terrain. But, I don't know. I don't think Excadrill can knock out Gallade. Not without a crit. Let's not wish for crits. We don't need any more hacks to help us out. Yeah, alright. And the Gallade will live, it'll go for the close combat, and this should knock us out. Yep. Alright, it was a close game. It was a close first game. My opponent battled very well. I wasted my Manectric the first turn, and I was thinking it might live a Dazzling Gleam, but that must have been a Spec Tapu Koko, which would have boosted its special attack, which is not that strong. So, alright. We end up with a loss for our first one. But we will continue on to our next battle, to our next opponent. I just want to make the claim that I just want to make it stated that I am not claiming to be a professional or the best. Just like anyone else, I'm striving to improve myself just in the art of battling and just because Pokemon is fun, the thrill of battle. But I'd never want to make the claim that I'm good. I'd never want to make that claim. Alright, so now we're battling someone from Japan with a 1377 rating, so another lower rating matchup. But again, we shouldn't let that matter to us. My opponent is bringing an Alolan Executor, an Alolan Marowak, an Alolan Mug, all the Alolan forms. We have his own Excadrill, Jellicent, and Golisopod. Golisopod's a water bug type. And Jellicent's a water ghost type. We really need Manectric here, again. But that Alolan Marowak's gonna be a pain. What would be good against Alolan Marowak? Milotic. We'll bring Milotic finally. And that Alolan Muck is pretty much gonna be what causes me to bring in the Excadrill. So we'll just bring Manectric, Milotic, and Excadrill, and we'll go from there. Change the music to the Island Kahuna theme. And we'll get started. Yeah. Not much for talking in between battles here. So we open up with our Manectric, Bolt, who I've affectionately named, and he opens up with the Alolan Executor. We have Hidden Power Ice. I want to go ahead and use Hidden Power Ice. I do not believe it'll knock it out, but I want to do as much damage as I can. I think it'll do around 3/4 of its health, because Alolan Exeggutor is naturally bulky, even though we have a lot of special attack in Mega Manectric. So we go to Intimidate it. Maybe we'll live a physical attack I'd want to use. Alright, it does more than 75%, but it has the focus dash so it can live. And he sets up with the Trick Room. I completely forgot that Alolan Exeggutor, even though it's not Psychic, can still learn Trick Room. So that's really good for my opponent. Very, very good for my opponent. I think I'm going to... Who does he have in the back that would benefit from Trick Room? I have 36 seconds to decide. The Jellicent, the Muck, and the Alolan Marowak. He may very well switch into the Alolan Marowak, so we are going to go ahead and switch out into the Milotic. But since we switched first, he did not switch this turn, so we might be taking a Grass type move here. He just explodes. Alright, at Intimidated, not Stab, and we're physically bulky, we'll be fine. So I'm fine with that. We burn a turn of Trick Room, which lasts about 4 or 5 turns. And whatever wants to come out will not want to deal with the Milotic. The Marowak will not. I'm going to go straight up for a Scald. But the Marowak should be slower than me, thus faster in Trick Room. And it has the Shadow Bone. Can we live this? We do live it, and we get a Scald off. And we just barely knock it out. We're going to recover this turn, even though I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for a Shadow Bone and knock me out. Yeah. My Milotic did very well, doing as much damage as it can, taking down that Marowak and, you know, ridding us of that, that what's it in the back. Alright, so we have Excadrill. What's the smart play? It really depends on who he has in the back, Jellicent or Excadrill. Probably has Excadrill. So we'll bring our own Excadrill in. I don't know what I'm doing. It's really a coin flip, depending on who he has bringing in the back. So I'll open up with the Excadrill. It's probably going to go for a Flare Blitz or something, which will knock itself out. But I think that'll end the Trick Room this turn. It will. Which will leave Mega Manectric in the back to be able to finish things up. Hopefully. He goes for the Flare Blitz. That'll knock out the Marowak as well as Excadrill. Because Steel is weak to fire. And I'm fine with that. We eliminate 2 threats. And the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. So now Manectric is the fastest thing on the field. Okay. And we did get them. He has an Excadrill. It's probably a Scarf Excadrill to sweep. We'll find out. We will go ahead for the Flamethrower. It should not knock out though. And Excadrill is tough. I think my opponent may have won this. Hey, it's good for my opponent to get a win too, so... Yep, it's a Scarf Excadrill, so it'll Earthquake. Even with the Intimidate, without my defense investment, I think I should go down. And I do, so my opponent wins in round 2. I was this close to keeping Excadrill for the end, thinking it might have been a Scarf off, but since I'm adamant, I didn't want to depend on that. Alright, so we lost again, unfortunately. So let's... I think we got time for one more battle. We'll squeeze in one more battle this morning, and we'll see how we fare. Can we get a W today, or is this just going to be a winless day, and I'm just going to Gonna be sad. Nah, we'll try. We'll try again. I think next time, next week, for Road to Rank, we'll bring a whole new team, just to shake things up, and we'll play the Ayler Foundation music today. We found an opponent from South Korea. I really wish I could pronounce these names out of respect to my opponent. We have the Lopunny, we have the Mimikyu, we have the Breloom. We have a Shining Ally on my opponent's team. Yes, I can't be mad at that. We have an Excadrill and we have a Skarmory. Okay. I'm going to open up with the Breloom, bring the Manectric, and have Excadrill in the back. Because the Rotom Wash has Levitate, which is nullified by Mold Breaker, and the Disguise by Mimikyu is also nullified by the Mold Breaker, so I need the Excadrill. So we'll go ahead and open up with the Breloom and see how we do against this opponent from South Korea, this trainer from South Korea. Alright. Yeah, not the best battle. Again, I gotta work on my 3v3 single battles and battle spot, and honestly, this is good reason to practice. This is for the channel. Hopefully for your entertainment and knowledge. Don't do what I'm doing. Learn from my mistakes. We open up with the Rotom Wash. I think we're just going to go ahead for a Swords Dance. This thing may want to burn me, which the Swords Dance will withdraw. He will just withdraw too. He opens up with his own Breloom. And I'll set up a Swords Dance. He can't Spore me because I am Grass type. Grass type moves will not affect me. So we'll Drain Punch to get some HP back. It'll probably Mach Punch me. I'm banking on us living on our... Yeah, that's fine. We're in good shape. So we go ahead for a Drain Punch to recover all the HP that we lost. But my opponent does have the Focus Sash on her Breloom, his Breloom. And we'll go ahead for a Mach Punch of our own. Try to do as much damage as we can on this thing. I'm an Adamant, so if it's Jolly, it'll go faster, and we outspeed it to get the knockout. So we get the first blood today. Good. We still have our Focus Sash. If we can get the full HP with the Drain Punch, then we can still use the Focus Sash. But my opponent has the Lopunny, which I have to Mach Punch here. It's probably going to Mega Evolve and Fake Out, but that's its only priority type move, so a Mach Punch will knock it out no matter what. It is the Mega Lopunny, a normal fighting type that has very high attack stat and speed. It's shiny too. I never commented on the fact that a lot of my opponents have shiny Pokemon, which is really cool to see. Alright, so Fake me out and I flinch. What's inside the Swords Dance up? A Mach Punch should knock out. This thing is faster, but the Mach Punch will go first. It does. And it will knock out the Mega Lopunny. Swords Dance in that first turn was really what we needed to do in this battle. My opponent's last Pokemon will be the Rotom Wash. My opponent may forfeit the match or disconnect here. Especially since, it's taking a while to load. Nope. She goes ahead and sends out the Rotom. She might forfeit here. She might try to see how well she does. We'll find out. So we'll Drain Punch. I think I can be faster. If not, we'll deal with it. She might think that I have a Grass type move, and I don't. A +2 Swords Dance almost knocks it out. Around like 5% of its health left. And it'll Will-O-Wisp, but the Will-O-Wisp miss. That's annoying for my opponent to have to deal with. I think if my opponent doesn't forfeit right now out of frustration, I wouldn't blame her. But we somehow get a 3-0, 3-1 victory this match. You know, it makes up for the last two. So we did get one win today, guys, which I'm very thankful. And my opponent does forfeit the match. But it was a good game, good set of games today. I hope you guys enjoyed the battles today. And yeah, I think that's it. We're going to record the VGC battle spot here shortly, but that'll be tomorrow's video. So you guys have a great day today. This is the Shining Ally. You have good, stay loyal, stay bright, but don't forget to share the light. Have a great one, guys.